think that the problem's not about government regulation, actually. What I think the problem is actually the agencies that are supposed to be enacting, such as the SEC or working with other different agencies that should be controlling a lot of, or that should be regulating these companies, specifically since now that we're dealing with financial crises and with what the CEOs are taking. I think that it's become less about the job for se, but it's just about how can we maximize in the least amount of time for self. I think looking at certain institutions, like let's talk about the SEC, since we're coming down to this, government should be putting a tighter grip on what they're doing, but should also give them the opportunity so that they have the right manpower and the right resources to look at the financial institutions, and not only just like your HSBCs or your Chase banks, but also looking at major players such as like your GE and the companies that you don't really think about that seem to be more product and service oriented, that doesn't seem to be a financial institution, but have such a powerful weld on what the financial institutions do. Going from there, I think that the next key is government needs to start holding these companies, these agencies accountable, and in that will then force the corporations to be more accountable for what they're doing. We went through a couple of things in these last years, obviously with the variable interest rates and the high interest risk financing, which is obviously now taking a toll on there. That should have been done with. That shouldn't have actually went to the extent that it should have been. With the agencies giving them the power to govern correctly, I think that we could bypass that in the near future. Going on from now, I think that that government's going to have to really, besides a bailout, really just going to have to really focus efforts on finding out. They should let companies die out. That is true capitalism, and if that's what we're going to do, we're going to have to let companies die out, and we're going to have to really revamp what we decide financial institutions should be doing, and that's what's going to help the economy in the end.